Okay, so hello, yogis, and welcome to our Thursday strength yoga class where we add weights into our practice. So, this month we are focused on the eight-limbed path of yoga. And for our strength class, I thought we would focus on asana. And the translation of asana is postures. So it's just really interesting that in the West, in our society, when we think of yoga, the first thing we think of is the postures. It really is the main thing that we think of in a yoga practice. But traditionally, the, the pose, these postures, were not the main focus. Yoga as a philosophy started developing long before the postures actually started to come into the scene. In the beginning, there were maybe two postures, and the postures were what you could maintain for meditation. So, easy seat was one of the first postures that was ever described in yoga. And there weren't headstands, there weren't warrior one, there weren't warrior two. What's really interesting is that as yoga developed, so India was the birthplace of yoga, and the English came and they settled in India and they brought gymnastics with them. And so it was through the English influence that a lot of the yoga postures came to be because of the gymnastics and actually the wrestling influence in India. So it's really interesting to look back at the history and learn a little bit of that. So in our strength class, our postures are the main focus. We're building up that physical strength. We're building up our physical self. And I thought we would focus on asana. Now, we're going to pull in that old school tradition, and we're going to, when we bring our weights into our postures, we're going to come into still steady postures that we can maintain for a certain period of time, because that's traditionally what a yoga posture was, or what an asana was. It was something that was maintainable. So as we're in these poses, like if you think about something really challenging, let's say like warrior three. Warrior three is where you're standing on one leg is extended out behind you, your arms are extended out behind you, you are parallel to the floor, and that's warrior three. How long could you really hold a warrior three? Could you hold it comfortably for a long period of time? No, right? It's challenging. It's a challenging posture, and it doesn't mean that challenging ourselves physically in this practice isn't an important piece, but traditionally it was more about these grounded postures that we could hold for a long period of time for meditation. So, like I said, as we come through our strength practice, I want you to find the stable posture that you can maintain so that we can incorporate the weights and the body can be solid as we're working the rest of the body. So that's the intention. So let's go ahead and we're going to start today's class in child's pose. Coming to the backs of your mats, big toes come to touch, knees come out as wide as feels comfortable in your body, sinking your hips back as you walk your fingertips forward and let your forehead rest down. Now, as we come into this opening pose, this grounding posture, ask yourself, is this a posture that I could hold for a long period of time in meditation? Maybe the answer is yes, maybe the answer is no. It completely depends on you, and either way, it's absolutely okay. But we're just, as we move through our practice today, we're going to maintain that curiosity. Is this a pose that I could maintain for a longer period of time? Reach the fingers forward, letting the chest sink down, closing down the eyes. Maybe today, let's focus our mind and set our intention to focus the mind on the word asana, which again means posture. Asana, asana. Maybe you even want to repeat that out loud. Let's start to tap into our breath or our pranayama, our breath awareness, our breath control. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Take a couple more rounds of that. Just acknowledging that we've already touched on 2 other limbs in our class today. We touched on the breath, which is pranayama, and we touched on the intention, which is the focused mind, which is dharana. We've also talked about meditation, which is dhyana. Let's draw our attention inward as we focus on the breath and feel the breath expand from the inside. Feel the body expand with the breath. And as we draw that awareness in, that's pratyahara. So there we are. We've already focused on 5 different limbs of yoga in our practice, and we haven't even really got started. This is how we incorporate all of this into one great class. Let's activate our Ujjayi breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Gently press the tongue against the roof of the mouth to create restriction in the back of the throat. This breath is going to help us link our breath to our movement, stay mindful of the breath. We will use another breath as we move forward through our practice, but let's focus on the Ujjayi breath for now. Walk your hands back towards your body, bringing your knees in and pressing yourself up into a tabletop position. Stacking shoulders over wrists, knees under hips. Let the shoelace out of your feet press into the mat. Maybe even tap the tops of the feet down into the mat. And then let's inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine, head hangs heavy. Pull the belly button to the spine as you tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale as you arch and lift. Exhale as you round and press. Inhale as you arch and lift. Exhale as you round and press. Take a couple more. Link your breath to your movement. And the next time you round into cat, sink your hips slightly back, lengthening out from the tailbone, through the shoulders, through the fingers. Sink back forward, drop the belly, arch the spine, shine the chest forward. Exhale, round and press. Come to neutral. Let's pull the belly button toward the spine, activating the core. Inhale the right hand forward, press the left heel back. Lengthen from your heel through your fingertips. Let's roll out our wrists and ankle. Change direction. Flip your palm facing down. Let's pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, extend, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, exhale, knee to elbow. 3 more. Firing up that core, getting the core nice and warmed up for our strength practice. Extend long, and let's release it down. Extend your right leg long, left arm long. Press through the heel, roll out the wrist, roll out the ankle. Flip the palm facing down. Let's pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, exhale, knee to elbow. 3 more. Link your breath to your movement. Last one. Extend long and release it down. Let's extend our right leg back out long, drop it over to the right, plant that foot down, and let's rock front to back, starting to warm up the hips, opening up through the hips, shifting forward and backward. Come to neutral, extend that right foot out behind you, release it down, switch it out. Left leg extends, extend it over to the left, plant that foot down, and let's rock front to back. Extend that leg out behind you and release it down. Flip your toes, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Feet are hip width distance apart. Hands are a little bit wider at shoulder width distance. Pressing your heels down toward the mat. Let's bend into one knee and bend into the other. Coming back to that word, asana, and asking yourself, could I maintain this posture for a long period of time? I don't think so. So traditionally, this isn't one of the postures that showed up in the early texts. Let's find some stillness. Inhale, come high on the tiptoes, sink forward, hover the knees off for 3, 2, 1. Press up and back, sink the heels down. Sink forward, hover the knees for 3, 2, 1. Press the hips up and back, sink the heels down. One more. Come forward, hover the knees, squeeze the belly button to the spine. 3, 2, 1. Press the hips up and back. Press the heels down. Look forward, step forward. Let's rise into our mountain pose. Toes and heels are touching, thighs are engaged. Tuck the tailbone under. Get tall from the tailbone through the crown. Come back to your breath. Is this a posture that we could maintain for a long period of time? Definitely longer than some of the others we've been in this morning, right? Let's inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus out the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, sink into your chair pose. Squeeze the knees together. Press the hips back, lengthen through the fingers. Inhale here, squeeze the legs together. Feel that deep core fire up. Sweep the hands back, lengthen the crown forward, chair plane. Inhale, sweep the arms back up overhead, chair pose. Sweep the hands back, chair plane. Inhale, chair pose. One more time. Exhale, chair plane. And forward fold. Heel toe your feet hip width distance apart. Good measurement is 2 fist distance. Let your head hang heavy. Let your hands drape down. Feel into the back sides of the legs. Maybe even feel the back sides of the legs. Let the hands come down, heel toe the feet back together. Gentle bend in the knee as you inhale, sweep your arms all the way up overhead, extended mountain. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Gentle bend in the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up, take in as much air as you can. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. And again, inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands, step your feet back, high plank. For today's high planks, let's zip the legs up together, really working the deep core. Press through the palms, squeeze the belly button toward the spine. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower, unflip the toes, press through the palms, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high, bring right knee, right elbow, send it up and back. Right knee, left elbow, up and back. Knee to nose, squeeze it in, press up and back. Over to the right, up and back. Over to the left, up and back. Knee to nose, up and back. Release that foot down. Send your left foot up, three-legged dog. Sink forward, elbow to, or knee to elbow. Send it up and back. Over to the right, up and back, knee to nose. Up and back, one more time through, knee to elbow, up and back, knee to elbow, up and back, knee to nose, up and back. Release that foot down, look forward, step forward, rise. Let's pull those weights in close. Inhale, arms up, exhale, chair pose. Grab your weights, pull your weights through heart center, sink your hips back. Send your arms back, palms facing up. Let's pulse those arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the weights all the way up through center, sink up and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward fold. Plant the weights down, step the feet back. Let's take it through our chaturanga. Inhale your right leg high. Step it through into your warrior 2. Front foot is pointed straight forward. Back foot is parallel to the back side of the mat. I need to switch direction, so I'm facing you. There we go. Reach your arms out, keeping a gentle bend in the elbows, protecting the elbows. And we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sink down. Straighten through the front leg. Right hand comes down. Left hand comes high triangle pose. Look up, pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your weights through center. Parallel your feet. Pop your heels in, your toes out. Let's sink deep down low into our goddess squat. Holding here. Take your weights out in front of you, palms facing up. Think about asana. Could I hold this for a long period of time? Pulse the arms up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the weights in, drop them behind you. Drop from left to right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center, arms come out. Let's press the elbows together and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs. Parallel the right foot to the back side of your mat. Straighten out through the front leg. Let's point that foot straight forward. Come into your triangle pose. Look up, reach up, pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center. Bend into your warrior 2. Extend the arms out. Up. Sink in. Up. Sink in. Up. Sink in. Weights through heart center. Plant the hands down. Step the left foot back. Let's take it through a chaturanga. And let's run through that one more time. Inhale your right leg high. Step it through into your warrior 2. Arms are out. I'm going to be looking behind me anyway. I'm sorry. Elbows are bent. Press up. Sink back in. 3, 2, 1. Come back. Straighten through that leg. Right hand down, left hand high. Look up, pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center. Parallel your feet. Pop your heels in, your toes out. Coming into that deep squat. Bring your arms out in front of you, palms facing up. Pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come behind you. Drop from side to side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring our elbows out and let's dip our elbows from side to side. You got it. Working those obliques today. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your legs. Parallel your right foot to the back side of your mat. Left foot comes forward. Come into that triangle pose. Look up, pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend into the front knee. Arms W out into your warrior 2. Inhale, reach up, straighten. Exhale, sink back in. Inhale up, straighten. Exhale, sink in. 2 more. Last one. And hands come through heart center, bump up on the back toe, drop the hands down, step the foot back. Let's take it through a chaturanga. Come down onto your knees. Bring your weights with you. From your knees, knees are hip width distance. Let's lean back. Weights at heart center. Feel that core activate. Press the weights forward and we'll pulse the weights up. Core is engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the elbows out. Chest press. 5. Lean back. Core is engaged. 4. Think about that asana. 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, left hand high. Lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, right hand up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center. Let's pulse back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to seated. Actually, let's come all the way down onto our bottom. And let's come into our bridge pose. Bringing the weights onto the hips. Let the head come down. Find that hip crease with the weights, and we're going to lift and squeeze. Lift and squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow and controlled. Let the spine come down. Lift the arms up and pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights come through center, bend into the knees, rock yourself into your boat pose. Right into side to side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your hands behind you. Extend your legs long, knees to chest center. Extend knees to chest right, knees to chest left. Center, right, extend, left. Extend, center, extend, right, extend, left. Come all the way down to your back. Lift your feet straight up. Let your weights come down by your side. Flip your palms, palm facing down. Slow and controlled, lower the heels down for 5, 4, 3. Hover on 2, point your toes, figure eights. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back up. Slow and controlled, lower for 5, 4, 3. Hover on 2, point your toes, flutter kick. 5, 4, 3, 2. All the way back up. Flex your toes to your face, slowly lower. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hover, press your heels forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to chest. And rock yourself all the way up. Extend your legs out in front of you. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Take your right hand to the outside edge of your left leg. Open up. Looks like I'm a little out of focus. Come to the opposite side. Come back through center. Plant your right foot down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Come back through center. Extend your right leg long. Left foot comes across. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Come back through center. Get nice and tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right hand down. Left hand reaches to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, left hand down. Right hand reaches to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale through center. Plant your hands slightly behind you. Bend into your left knee. Right ankle comes above that left knee. Press it away. And let's switch out the legs. Right foot lands, left foot comes above the knee. Press the knee away, shifting side to side. Come back through center, extend your legs out long. Let's plant our hands behind us And really press our chest to the ceiling, tilting the chin to the ceiling, opening up. Let's even take it a step further, seeing if you can press your hips up off the floor, lifting the upper body up, lifting the lower body up. We'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant the bottom down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, lengthening out, stretching out, counter stretch. And let's come all the way down onto our backs. Let's bring one hand onto the heart, one hand onto the belly. Let the ankles come out wide. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And again, big breath in and a full breath out. Asana. Asana. The physical posture is only 1/8 of the practice. And our view is usually that it's, if not all of the practice, maybe 1/3. Bringing your intention back to the forefront of your mind. Practicing dharana, focused attention. Take a couple deep breaths, practicing pranayama, which is breath awareness. Draw your awareness back into your body, back into your being. Practicing pratyahara and letting yourself fully release and relax in a meditative state. Practicing dhyana. Allowing yourself to fully release and embrace samadhi, which is bliss. Inhales and exhales through the nose. I invite you to bring a smile to your face. This may be the only posture that we can maintain for a meditation practice that's longer than a minute or two. Allowing yourself to fully release. Bring our knees into our chest. Gently rock side to side. Grab the backs of your legs, rock yourself up into an easy seat, cross-legged. Press your palms together, tuck your chin to your chest. When we think about the practice of yoga, and the intention traditionally to be reaching enlightenment or this bliss body, this bliss state. And for me, experiencing a yogi glow after class where I have more mental clarity and life is just brighter, that to me is that bliss. But if we think about it as a practice that traditionally had them in a seated position for long periods of time, they needed a strong body even to meditate. In the 10-day silent retreat that I was in, we would sit cross-legged just as we are now for hours and hours a day. And it was very uncomfortable. So the physical self needs to be strong and healthy in order for our spiritual self to be strong and healthy. And that's where this practice really shines, really benefits us. Not only does it take care of our physical, our mental, and emotional health, but it also connects us to a deeper space within. Thanks so much for being here today, for sharing in this space and allowing me to share this practice with you. It is always my honor. Bringing that word asana to the forefront of your mind, taking a deep inhale, exhale. The light, the love, the wisdom, the strength in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light, the love, the wisdom, the strength in you. Namaste. I hope to see you again on your mats very, very soon. And until then, may your light be your guide. Mwah. See you soon.